Hey everybody, this is Rustin Rose with Metalholic Magazine and of course Access Entertainment. And with us tonight, the lovely, the talented, the amazing Doro Pesch. How are you doing?
Wow, what an introduction. Very good. Everything's great. We just finished all the summer festivals in Europe, and now we're all psyched to tour the States and getting ready, and we're preparing and all that stuff.
I got to tell you, I'm so excited that you're coming back to the States, but I'm also heartbroken. We only have 7 dates.
Oh, actually, we have 2 more after the New York City show. On the 20th, I want to celebrate it big in the Gramercy Theater and with many guests. But we have 2 more. And then the second leg we do in March. And I already have some tour dates. So there's everything from Texas and California and Atlanta, Philly. Everything is there. So the long tour in March. And now we have 11 dates and to start. And I'm all excited,
Then I'm hopeful I'll actually get a chance to see you on this tour. I was so heartbroken I didn't get to see you last time when you had Sister Sin with you.
Yeah, this was a great tour, and but it was so much snow. God, sometimes I didn't even know how the fans could drive their cars. It was so hardcore. So this time we thought, okay, the colder cities in October, and then everything else in March, and but it will be as good. We have a couple of great bands with us, and
Nice. Now I see that you're actually allowing fans to help pick the set list for the tour.
Yes. Yeah, we have now so many songs, so many records. I think 17 records, and we always play the highlights anyway, but I thought it might be interesting, for the fans to tell us their favorites, and maybe there's some songs we've never played or we didn't play in a long time. So, and I want to make the fans happy, so whatever they want to hear, and we do it actually in each city, so if people want to see a couple of shows, they will always see a different set list and a couple of different songs, and Well,
that's exciting. Well, this is the 30th anniversary tour, so I have to take you back in time a little bit here. 30 years ago, Warlock released its debut album, Burning the Witches. You had just turned 20. Take us back and share a memory or two from making that first record.
It was actually funny. Nobody really knew, what to do and how to do it. And I remember I was in the studio and I wanted to do my vocals. And then I did every song just one time because I had no idea that you can redo it. And I was afraid to ask the sound engineer, hey, was it okay? Was it good? And sometimes, I thought, man, I screwed up some lyrics. I sang some verses twice. But I had no idea that you can easily redo a song 10 times, 20 times. So I did every song just one time. I gave it my all. And then I was hoping nobody would, hear the mistakes. And I had no idea that anybody would hear the record anyhow. So we thought maybe we record the record and 100, 200 people will know about it, and that's it. And then it came out, and in the first month it was, I think, 25,000 copies sold, and we had no idea that people would even know that we exist, and so it was a total surprise. And and every song you hear on the first album, it was just one time, one go, with all the mistakes, with all the strange things. So that's the purest form of a song, I guess.
Yeah, you almost kind of sort of miss that now with all the studio techniques, all the things you can do, all the Pro Tools.
You can do so much, and you're right. Sometimes it waters it down, and it starts to sound too polished. I love it hardcore. I love it rough and pure, but this one that was very rough. But people liked it, and I must say, when I look back on it, when I listen to the first record, I still like it too. It has a good spirit, and it was very, it was very spontaneous and very real, very honest, very metal, I would say.
And then fast forward a whopping 5 years, 25 years ago, you released your debut solo effort, Force Majeure. What was it like for you striking out on your own recording that first record?
Yeah, actually, I never planned on doing it. We recorded this record, Force Majeure, and it was under the name Warlock. And then our old manager, he suddenly, he claimed that it's his name, and we had to go to court, and it was like, it was a mess. So we couldn't use the name Warlock, in about 20 years. And I just, a couple of years got it back. But he was the merchandiser, so he was interested in selling all the T-shirts with the Warlock logo, and we had nothing to do with the name. He was not even there when we started the band. But like the judge, he was like very conservative, and my manager, he was going in suit and tie for the first time, and all our band members, we were with long hair, bullet belts, looked like metal, and I guess the judge, he thought, these long-haired kids, I tell them. And so the name was gone, and it was it was a disaster. I was heartbroken, so we finished the record. And then we thought, okay, let's name it Doro plus Warlock. But even that didn't work, so it was under the banner Doro. But I never planned on doing a solo career. I'm always a team player. I love having a band, and so it was just like, it was hard. That was the first time that we felt, wow, it's the music business, so it's not always like, fun, and we're not always friends, which I always thought when I started. I thought everybody's our friend and supporter, and then that was the first time that we really went into kind of difficulties, and but I got the rights to the name back, but so many years later nobody probably remembers. Yeah.
I think everybody remembers, but I never even, as involved as I am in music, I never even realized that it wasn't you breaking out sort of on your own, that it was sort of a legal thing.
No, that was just like, that was, plan B. And the record company said, hey, it's a big problem. We supported the name Warlock and the band, and they actually suggested, hey, name it Doro, because maybe the fans can connect with this. It's Doro of Warlock. And I thought, okay, I don't know. But and then and I said, okay, then just one record, and then we go back to Warlock. But it never got to that, so it took many years, and
Well, and
the record, I think, came up pretty nice. I think the Force Majeure record had great songs on it, and I think it, technically, song-wise, sound-wise, it was great. But of course,
Well, and I think a large part of that success has to do with what an amazing presence you were. And, of course, you were really the first woman in metal to sort of break through that glass ceiling in a male-dominated genre. And so many young women hail you as a prime influence and inspiration. What does that mean to you?
Oh, man, it's when somebody thinks good things of me, that makes me very happy. And if somebody feels inspired or felt inspired, that's great. And to be honest, I just did what I loved, and I thought it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, just go for it. And my heart was always beating for metal and for music and for the fans. First and foremost, I always had a great connection to the fans, so I myself never thought, it's so much different. And I always thought music is above that all, if you're a man or a woman or wherever you're from. And and then I just did what I felt we had to do, and I think it's hard for anybody, for a male musician or male singer or a band. I think you always have to fight and keep strong and then do what you feel. But when somebody says, sometimes I hear. Usually people saw the We Are video, and then they said, we wanted to have a band on our own, and we want to pick up an instrument or start singing. And I hear that actually from girls and guys too, and that's of course it's very, very cool. And
that always makes me wonder, because I know you live for being on the stage and doing the concerts, but which one of them has a bigger impact on you? Getting out there on that stage and seeing the fan response, or when fans and other people tell you how much they've connected with your music and how you've inspired them personally?
Oh, both things are great, and I live for that, and I would play in front of two people if they love it, if they have the greatest time of their life, I love it. And if somebody says, hey, you know, the song helped me to overcome maybe a difficult situation or something, that, you know, that touches my heart as well, really deep. And I just, I think I'm born to make people happy, or to make them feel something, to give them something, you know, what takes off the everyday stress and stuff. And I think, especially in this day and age, I think it's very hard. The times are hard, so I think music has to be even stronger and more meaningful to make people, you know, feel positive and give them good energy. And both things, it doesn't matter. As long as people, you know, say something nice or positive, it's like, it's all good. You know, I take it all live, or you know, or about a song, or it doesn't matter. As long as people, you know, feel excited about something, and, you know.
Right, absolutely. And, you know, you have led such an amazing and interesting life, from your struggles with tuberculosis as a teen, your ascent through the metal scene that we were just talking about, all the fantastic people you've worked with, Dio, Lemmy, and so forth. Mm-hmm. Might you write an autobiography at some point?
Oh yeah, at some point, but now I have so much stuff to do, like the upcoming tour in America and Canada, which I'm so excited about. And then in November, December, we are starting in Europe again, another tour. And I want to do a DVD from our 30-year anniversary now. We recorded last year. We started in Wacken. Mm-hmm. It was the first year of the 30th anniversary celebration. And then we did something in Brazil, in Paris, in my hometown, my former hometown, Germany, Düsseldorf. And now we want to record the last show in New York City on the 20th of October in the Gramercy Theater. And we have great guests coming up. Bobby Blitz of Overkill is coming up, right. And Jeff Waters of Annihilator, Jean Beauvoir, Chris Carefree of Sabotage, Transylvanian Orchestra, some ladies of metal. I think Leather Leon of Justine is coming, and we will, you know, have a great show, a great party. And I want to record it for our DVD, and that's the last show of this year, like being recorded. And then I want to work on a great DVD for the 30th anniversary. Yeah, and then maybe writing a new record next year, and doing the second leg of the America tour in March next year. So there's so much stuff, and then writing a book, it takes it takes such a long time to really do it well. So when I'm, when I'm maybe done with all that stuff, then I do something nice, and it might be a long book, now 30 years and more. Actually, the first record came out in 83, 84, Burning the Witches, but I started in 1980. Right. With a couple of other bands. So, man, I saw so many stories and wild adventures and, you know, challenges. And I thought the first gig I would not even survive. So that's how it started, and exciting stuff. So I definitely want to take my time to do something really nice, and, you know, it's interesting and true. And and sometimes I guess it's hardcore. It probably, you know, I don't even know if some people, you know, wouldn't be totally shocked, because on one hand it was great, but on the other hand, man, stuff what happened is so unbelievable. You know, it's probably stuff for a movie.
Yeah, I'd be really excited to hear about all of that stuff, and it's wonderful just to hear you talking about it now. You're such a great storyteller, so I have to ask you, speaking of people that you've worked with, this week I will be talking with the amazing Livia Grell of Sister Sin. You guys did a video together, you toured together up for Raise Your Fist. Yeah. So can you share a story with us about the some of the time you spent with Liv?
Yeah, oh man, Liv is an awesome singer, great attitude, and the whole band was great. And yeah, actually we were living in the same tour bus on the last tour, and everybody was like, you know, being such a good sport about it. It was awesome. And I think, you know, like, that was the first time that I had another lady on the tour bus and another singer, and we got along so great. And I thought it was so sweet. Like, the bands and Liv and me, we became really big friends. And every time when somebody, you know, went on stage, we gave each other a hug, and we said, hey, have a great show, knock and dead. And it was the ultimate love affair, I must say. And then when the tour was ending, we were all crying, and, you know, it was like so emotional, and we all, yeah, we all got so attached, and we knew we did something great. And when I told you it was so much snow on the last tour, you know, I think sometimes we thought we wouldn't make it, and it was freezing cold. Everybody was having a cold. Everybody got sick, and I had to go to the hospital a couple of times. But we were like, you know, the greatest, deepest, you know, friends and family, and yeah, and we shared definitely the greatest and the worst times on that tour, but we always had fun, and there was a lot of love there, and yeah, we all cried in the end, yeah, like the real tough metal gods, they cried, and you know, the guys in the Sisters in there, they're all tattooed, and you know, and tough, and my guys are really tough too, but then, you know, everybody, yeah, had tears in their eyes, and we couldn't believe that the tour ended. And I hope that we can do another tour together. It would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Now, speaking of lives, you are also on a new track on Liv Christine's new solo album, Vervain. Tell us about that.
Yes, yeah, the song is called Stronghold of Angels, and I just did it a couple of weeks ago, and we were in the studio together, and then I sang my heart out. I wanted to, you know, like make her happy, and I think it came out so great, and it's coming out soon, and I think it's I love doing collaborations, and you know, with her it was like, it was so super, and she went to support me on my 25th anniversary, and we always met, you know, on festivals and stuff, and yeah, and I was very happy that she asked me, you know, to sing something on her record, and I think it came out so great, and we had a great time, and you know, great talks, and you know, and yeah, we became great friends as well. That's actually, I think, the best part. When you do something with somebody, you always, you know, come out like really great friends, and you have the feeling you can call them up late at night. It doesn't matter if you feel lonely, if you have a problem, you can call them up, you know, and that stays forever. It stays for life, and it makes a great song or a great story. But the friendship, this is like, wow, this is really sacred. And I wish her all the best on the new record, and I hope the fans love it too. And I thought this song was amazing. So yeah, I'm anxious to hear, you know, the whole finished CD.
Fantastic.
But, from that one song, I think very good record.
And now, are there any other collaborations on the horizon for us you can share with us?
Oh, yeah, for the new record, I'm actually just really starting, like, you know, having some first ideas. I definitely want to ask some people to sing or play on the next record, and just to give you a hint, because I don't know if it works out, and then I don't want to disappoint fans, but there's some great people from Scandinavia, and I think at the moment the Scandinavian metal scene is so powerful. It's what I felt, you know, when we grew up with the new wave of British heavy metal in the 80s. I think that's, you know, what's happening now in Scandinavia, and there's some great bands, and I was just hosting the Metal Hammer Award in Berlin, in Germany, and I passed on the Legends Award. I won the Legends Award last year in England, in London, and in Berlin, and it was really great. And so I was hosting the show, and I gave away a couple of awards. And this Legend Award, actually, Kronos of Venom, he got that, which I think was great because I know him well from the 80s. And another band got the award, Amon Amarth, and I think they're one of the hardest, greatest bands. So maybe there's something in the making, and I will try my best. But yeah, to give you a hint, yeah, from the Scandinavian country. So maybe something will work out. And,
nice.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, and I tell you, I had so many great people. I don't even know, you know, who would be like so awesome. Like on the last record, Lemmy, it's like, man, where do you go from Lemmy? You know, and I still love that song. It still hurts so much. And yeah, and then I worked with Udo Dirk Schneider and with Tarja and so many great people. So I definitely, yeah, I will work hard on, you know, like having special people on the next record, but it's too early to talk more about it.
So let me ask you one final question. Is there one record in your collection that never fails to inspire and lift you up?
Yeah, you know, there's one record, and actually it was a band I was on tour with first in England, and it's the Crimson Idol of Blackie Lawless and Wasp. I love that so much. And when I feel really down, I always love to listen to it, and it always makes me feel wonderful, and it always inspires me to write new songs. And yeah, the feeling, the spirit of that record, so the Crimson Idol, yeah.
Awesome. Doro Pesch, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. It's always an honor. We look forward to you getting back over to the States, and we're really excited about the follow-up to Raise Your Fist.
Yes, I hope I see you all on tour, and hopefully on the October leg, and if not, then maybe in March. And I'm so excited to come back and to rock, and I love playing the States. It's so awesome. It means so much to me, and to the guys in my band as well. So we are psyched, and we can't wait. And yeah, then I see you all very soon. And all the best to everybody, and yeah, rock on, guys and girls.